Amit Malviya, the IT czar of the BJP, joins us on this broadcast. Mr. Malviya, welcome. This is a big victory. Many congratulations for this sweep. As big, if not bigger than 2010, and given the fact that the NDA has been in power in one form or shape for the large part of the last 20 years, this is pro-incumbency at its peak.
Rahul, thank you so much. And of course, after being in power for 20 years, this kind of mandate is unprecedented, and it really reflects the kind of work that the NDA government has been doing, particularly focused on creating opportunities for the youth, enabling women, empowering them, making sure that they have their own businesses, which is what the recent 10,000 scheme was all about. I think Nitish Kumar and the BJP in Bihar deserve a lot of credit for everything that we've done, particularly after the disastrous 15 years of Lalu Prasad, which had put Bihar back by decades. So it was a Herculean task, but I think we've been at it, and the NDA has conducted itself with great aplomb in these decades, and of course the mandate is really for us to see.
Shiv has a question for you. Shiv.
Amit, your favorite political character, Rahul Gandhi, is the topic of your first tweet on the results, where you've put out an India map. We'll try and get it on our screen in a moment, talking about the 95 defeats of Rahul Gandhi. Now, he did quite a bit in Bihar. Yes, in the last few weeks, he went off on a foreign tour. We are told he's abroad now as well. But, what is the whole Rahul Gandhi thing for you?
Shiv, the fact is that this is a very crucial state from all perspectives. And here we had Rahul Gandhi, who disappeared from the landscape for almost 2 months. He was gallivanting across the world. He was on a phone.
आप हमेशा उसकी छुट्टियां ही गिनते रहते हो अमित. जब वो छुट्टी पे जाता है, you have a Rahul Gandhi holiday calendar.
नहीं, My point is कि काम के बीच में कोई छुट्टी पे जाए तो समझ में आता है. राहुल गांधी छुट्टियों के बीच में कभी-कभी काम पर आते हैं. So that is the point. And on a very serious note, Rahul, imagine on the day when his party is facing the result of a crucial Hindi heartland state, he's nowhere to be seen. I mean, I'm told that he's abroad, so is his sister. What kind of message are you sending to the Congress workers that irrespective of the defeats under his leadership, it doesn't matter to him? And let's sort of talk about even Tejasvi, because he was projected as the chief ministerial candidate of the Mahagathbandhan, and you know this very well, and you people were on the ground. On the days when it rained, he just did not step out for any public programs. On the other hand, we had the BJP leaders, the Home Minister, Nitish Kumar crisscrossing the state, doing 6 to 7 public programs, and he was just sitting at home and addressing Karyakartas through mobile.
Okay, Padmaja has a question for you. Padmaja.
Amit Malviya, hard work that the BJP has put in.
Amit Malviya, all day today, of course, you will celebrate, but the fact is that from here on, the Congress and RJD will persist, and we have seen them now speaking as the lead started coming in, that this has been given to you by the Election Commission, and this is the message they'll continue to take to the people. How are you going to convince the people of India otherwise? Of course, your opponents, you will never convince them to change their mind that you have stolen this election through SIR and Election Commission. How will you convince the people of India? Because they are saying today, ye ज्ञानेश कुमार गुप्ता और SIR की भेंट है to the Bharatiya Janata Party.
To serve with love is how they put it in their first reaction on the verdict.
The first thing that any political party can do while on its way down is to live in denial, which is exactly what the Congress and the Mahagathbandhan are doing. Did Rahul Gandhi not run a massive campaign on SIR? He crisscrossed Bihar for almost 2 weeks with Tejasvi Yadav in the tow. So it was for him to convince the people of Bihar, and this mandate has been given by the people of Bihar, and it's a clear message to Rahul Gandhi that really we don't care about what you say, because whatever you say is not credible at all. and it is not for the BJP to convince the people. The people have responded to Rahul Gandhi, and I'm quite sure, like several other campaigns Rahul Gandhi has championed in the past, whether it was EVM, whether it was Rafale and everything else that he spoke, he's going to bury this also quietly. And I again reiterate, the Congress can continue to not read the mandate, but the fact is that they do not have the popular support, and instead of working on the ground, if they continue to harp on issues which do not resonate with the people, this is exactly what the mandate would be. And I can tell you, in the coming states, which is Bengal, Assam...
No, I was coming to that, one second, because now Messrs. Dharmendra Pradhan and Dilip Jaiswal have delivered, outside of everything you do with the IT cell, you and the BJP are now up against the mighty Mamta, and Mamta Banerjee, you know, is a far more feisty, combative opponent than Rahul Gandhi and Tejaswi Yadav. Do you think BJP will be able to best Mamta in a bastion? That's your big political battle, Mr. Malviya.
Rahul, you undermine the BJP, and we do acknowledge that the BJP has never been in power in Bengal after independence, but the kind of performance that we put in 2021 was spectacular. We rose from 3 seats to 77, and we have a 40% vote share. Don't forget that across the Lok Sabha and the Vidhan Sabha election, the BJP has held on to its vote share in Bengal, and I'm absolutely certain the kind of administration that Mamta Banerjee has presided over in the last 5 years, with Sandesh Khali, with RG Kaur, with communal riots in Malda, Murshidabad, death and destruction across the state of West Bengal, lack of governance, people of Bengal are waiting to vote her out. The only thing that must be ensured is that people get to vote freely, which is a big challenge in Bengal, because quite like the Jungle Raj of Lalu Prasad, Bengal also continues to be in the throes of violence, and I'm quite sure that just like they overthrew the mighty, or supposedly the mighty left, Mamta Banerjee will also be...
Kanchan Gupta, you understand Bengal well. Do you think the BJP has built a machine strong enough to be able to beat Mamta next time?
I do believe so. And when we talk Bengal, we forget that Mamta Banerjee was defeated in her stronghold constituency, which launched her in politics, in her latter life politics. That constituency she lost. So the BJP is well poised in Bengal. It has its other issues which I'm sure they will be sorted out as the elections approach. But more important,
Prabhu sir, your sense, Mr.
No, just one second. The amount of, we were talking of pro-incumbency in Bihar. The amount of anti-incumbency in Bengal, you have to go there.
Rupees to women. And Kanchan, she'll also give money to women. And various other such things. Once you've seen a card work, others can play the same card.
She actually has a lot of women-centric schemes.
Already has a scheme.
Yes, Mamta Banerjee perhaps has more schemes for
women. But Padmaja, despite that, the most angry constituency in West Bengal today is the women's constituency.
Okay, today maybe, but I have to say this, that in the last assembly election, if there was one constituency which unblinkingly was with Mamta Banerjee, was the same. She has given cycles to young girls.
Padmaja, a lot of water has flown down the harbour bridge since then.
Both are core constituencies.
But Muslims were supporting last election. Sir,
no, but this, Mr. Malviya, this playbook from Bihar of giving 10,000 rupees right before the elections, even during the poll campaign, can also be deployed in a state like West Bengal against your party. How do you hope to counter that?
Rahul, that's a very good question, and just hear me out for a minute. The whole argument that the BJP and the NDA have won massively in Bihar because we put 10,000 rupees in the hands of women to empower them, to ensure that they start their own businesses, is actually a flawed one. If putting money in the hands of people could win election, you would have a Jagan Reddy in power in Andhra now, and you would have KCR in power in Telangana. Do not forget that both these parties put out a lot of money, and they were doles. They were not even empowering programs. For example, the 10,000 that we've given is very clearly aimed at enabling women to set up their own businesses. The Chief Minister was very clear that these have to be income generating schemes and programs. Unlike in Telangana and Andhra, where they were put out as doles. So putting money in the hands of women is not a winning formula. It's a lot of credibility, it's a lot of trust that leaders build over a period of time with their constituents. And I can tell you that the women of Bengal abhor Mamata Banerjee, because no woman wants to be raped and mauled and molested and assaulted in TMC party offices just because she gets 1,000 rupee from Mamata Banerjee. Do you understand the difference? Women of Sandesh Khali do not want her money because they prefer to remain secure and not get raped in their offices for the money that she put.
But Amit, after the last election, don't you think Mamata will be even more prepared this time for the BJP? She knows all your tricks. She's watched everything that you've done in the other elections as well. Amit, she'll be much more prepared. She'll see you coming.
But Shiv, you assume that the BJP hasn't understood how Mamata operates in West Bengal. Give us that much of credit that having fought a very fierce election in 2021 and having seen how Mamata Banerjee misuses the administrative machinery, we are all geared for it. And we will ensure that we trounce her in her bastion, and you'll have to wait. I mean, I can tell you whatever I see on the ground, but the proof of the pudding is in the results. And in April, May, when elections are probably...
I have to give a piece of news. I have to give a piece of news here.
Booth by booth.